Welcome back to Wrestling World. Today's wrestling news will feature an update to the Raw Underground situation, as well as Peyton Royce's reveal about her big transformation. So, let's get right into it. Starting off with the Raw Underground dancers. That was real fast. WWE was facing some criticism from fans and former WWE superstars about their usage of the dancers on Raw Underground. A lot of people thought that the dancers didn't mesh well with WWE's entire women's revolution that we've been experiencing over the last few years. We even talked about it here on the channel a few days back, and I agree with some of the things that former WWE superstars were saying. I said I understood the feel and scenery that WWE was going for with the entire underground concept. So they put the dancers there to give it that underground club kind of feel to it, but it wasn't well received by fans. So now we have another new update on the story. Only 1 week after the backlash, WWE responded fast by removing all the Raw Underground dancers from the August 10th edition of Raw. Looks like they heard the feedback and acted fast by removing the dancers. But now we're having another movement on social media, and that's the fact that some WWE superstars and fans want the dancers back on Raw Underground. It must be hard being in WWE's shoes because just last week, it felt like everyone was on the remove the dancers train, but now everything has completely flipped to bring back the dancers. So I can only imagine how it must be to them and deal with this split in the wrestling community right now. A large amount of viewers wanted the dancers gone. WWE listened and removed them, but now a new large amount of viewers are asking for WWE to bring them back. So it's just one of those things where it's going to be hard to please everyone. But it just wasn't the fans that were asking for the dancers to make a return to Raw Underground. WWE superstars themselves were making requests for the dancers to be brought back. Liv Morgan took to Twitter to address the situation and expressed her desire for WWE to bring them back to Raw Underground. Liv Morgan had this to say on Twitter: "Hey Raw Underground, can we bring back the dancers next week?" One fan responded to Liv Morgan on why they didn't like the dancers being on Raw, and it led to a little conversation between Liv and the fans. The fans said, "See, I personally wasn't pleased with the dancers because I felt that it was a rather large step backwards from the evolution." Liv responded by saying, "We have come so far in the evolution, and with no signs of slowing down, I don't think it is in any danger. Showing beautiful women proudly dancing, believe it or not, huge money-making profession, doesn't hurt anything. Empower all women. And plus, the dancers were so nice." The fan read what Liv had to say and replied to her once again, saying that Liv did change their perspective on it. They said, "Okay, I can see that." Mickie James also responded to Liv Morgan and was in full support of the dancers returning to Raw Underground. So this is an interesting development, and Liv Morgan has also changed my view on it as well. Before I was saying that I understood what look and feel WWE was going for, but that I can see why the dancers were so poorly received by many fans. But Liv really made a great point. If all the women are in full support of the Raw Underground dancers, the same way that Liv and Mickie James are, then I don't see it being a problem at all. I was under the same impression as the fan that Liv was talking with. I thought that this could be seen as a step back. But if the WWE women are passionate about it, and everyone involved with it sees no issue, then that's a completely different story. So, it'll be interesting to see once again what direction WWE goes here. At first, you had your large amount of fans demanding for the dancers to be removed, but now you have a growing amount of fans and superstars that are demanding for them to be brought back. So, what do they do now? That'll be the part to keep an eye on. Will WWE bring them back in some capacity? Or are they gone for good? We'll have to keep watching to find out. WWE did listen to some other feedback from CM Punk and other fans who said that they should include some women in the actual Raw Underground action. That's exactly what WWE did. WWE brought Shayna Baszler into Raw Underground this week, and she had quite the impressive showing. They treated her appearance as a big deal, and she wiped out multiple opponents within a few short minutes. Another report said that some of the women that Shayna Baszler defeated on Raw Underground are extremely talented in mixed martial arts, but they were obviously told to take it easy on Shayna because it was supposed to be a dominant showing for Shayna, and WWE didn't want to risk an injury to her or anything else like that as well. So we've seen week 2 of Raw Underground, but I'm still left with the same question. What's the long-term plan for Raw Underground? What's the point? Will Shane McMahon introduce their own titles? Is there any ladder of #1 contendership? What's the structure like? I also feel like Raw Underground is going to need more airtime if this really is going to be a big part of Raw. Raw Underground didn't start until the beginning of the 3rd hour this week, and we were only with them for a few minutes. I just think maybe they need more time devoted to them, or maybe we can check in with Raw Underground throughout the entire night. Just feels like they need a little more time so that they can really build the fans' interest in that part of the show, but that's just my opinion. I wanted to also touch on another update regarding Peyton Royce. We previously talked about how she was very high on Vince McMahon's list of talents with the most potential, but Peyton also revealed that she also has something huge going on outside of the ring. Peyton Royce will be taking part in a bodybuilding competition in the coming weeks. Peyton has been dropping several videos across her social media platforms that have been showcasing her journey and her huge transformation over the past few weeks alone. Peyton has really stepped it up and is really serious about this competition. Peyton had this to say in the description of one of her posts about the journey. "I'll have ticked off complete in a bodybuilding competition from my bucket list by this time next week. I'm so excited and nervous for the show. These past 2 weeks have been so fulfilling and draining at the same time. I've come to learn that prep brain is a real thing because I have had no brain power to do anything except prep since I started this journey. Normally, a full prep would consist of 12 weeks of solid clean eating. A coach would come up with his plan of attack. It's not made up as you go kind of thing. And serious workouts in the gym. It requires an insane amount of focus and mental toughness, and only the strongest survive. Sounds like a new TV series. So anyway, along I trot and I aim to do what competitors do in 12 weeks in 3. 12 weeks have always felt so intimidating to me, which I think is partially why I haven't attempted this in the past. 3 weeks sounded much less intimidating, and from a mental standpoint, was a good but challenging starting point for me. So that's even more amazing to know. According to Peyton, regular bodybuilding competitors require 12 weeks of preparation, and since that's a long time, it's one of the main reasons why she never entered one. But since this specific competition was only a prep of 3 weeks, Peyton thought it would be perfect for her. The 3 weeks preparation just makes it seem less intimidating to her. But like Peyton said, the past 2 weeks have been a lot of hard work. Peyton has gone through a lot of workouts and basically an entire transformation over the past 2 weeks. That definitely requires a lot of mental and physical strength. So you have to give her a lot of credit and respect for that hard work. The competition seems to be coming up any day now, so we'll have to see if Peyton is able to pick up the win in this huge competition. What are your thoughts on what Liv Morgan has to say about the Raw Underground dancers? And what are your thoughts on Peyton's huge transformation of this competition? Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you won't miss any new videos. And leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, follow us on Instagram at WrestlingWorldCC. Thanks for watching, guys.